Leo, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is your collective love reading. Now, as this is a collective reading, not everything will resonate, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in it for yourself, then please check out your other placements where you are likely to find a message in there. Now, this could be about past, present, or future person. It's whatever message Spirit wants to bring up. Spirit, can we get some cards regarding the love situation that you want to bring up for Leo? Okie dokie. Very interesting. Okay, so the overall energy, we've got the Nine of Wands. So there's some big barriers that have been put up here. Very much feeling guarded, trying to protect yourself. Could be your person trying to protect their peace. Very much having your guard up high, not really letting anybody in at the moment or anything in. Potentially keeping people out as well. Maybe you don't want to let people know or get too close. It's like protecting your peace, maybe protecting their peace as well. Maybe you feel like you've got some inner demons that you're protecting people from. That could be vice versa. It could be them doing that for you. Yeah, very, very guarded. I feel like you've been wounded somehow and very much just trying to keep people and things at bay. Now, in your energy, we have the Hangman. So it feels to me like you're just stuck at the moment. You might just be sitting back, waiting for things to change. Could be that you're trying to take a look from a different perspective here as well. Um, it is very stagnant energy though, so I don't feel like there's any movement at this point in time. I feel like you are very much looking at things, trying to work out what you want to do here. I've got a judgment in the reverse suggesting that you're trying to make a decision, but you don't know if you've got enough information yet. So very much trying to find that information out. We do have a hermit here, so it could possibly be that you've got a Virgo here involved. I mean, it could be that it could just be that you're taking some time out. Maybe you're on your own, isolating, doing some inner work, looking at things from the inside. Now, it could be that your person's King of Cups. Could be you with King of Cups. This is a lot of emotions, a lot of love. Um, and it's something that there's a lot of compassion here as well with this King of Cups. Now, whether sometimes the King of Cups, though, he doesn't get a chance to speak his feelings. So I feel like feelings want to be spoke here and want to be given, but I don't know whether they are. My apologies. I just noticed that my incense stick had fallen off my desk and was melting my carpet. Not the best thing I want in the middle of a reading. At least it didn't set on fire, which is always good. So I've definitely got somebody looking out for me. Anyway, so as we were saying, so this King of Cups, it feels like maybe there's some emotions that haven't really been spoken here. I don't know whether that's you not speaking your feelings, them not speaking theirs. I feel like it might be you looking at them with a lot of love because you're not really doing much moving here with this hangman here. And with this judgment as well, maybe because you've not finished making a decision on what you want to do. Now, it could be that you're seeing them with a lot of love, and it could just be that you see them being somebody that's really compassionate and in touch with their feelings. Now, here as well, the King of Cups has got a lot of emotional maturity. So he's very in touch with his feelings, but he knows how to control them. So it's very much keeping them in when you need to, you know, having that, how do I put it? If you had an argument, for instance, instead of jumping down each other's throat, there's somebody that would talk about it calmly. He's interested in knowing how things have hurt someone, trying to find solutions instead of arguments and battles. You know, it's that kind of emotional maturity here. And I feel like either you're learning that emotional maturity or you're seeing that this person has got a lot of emotional maturity. And it could potentially be that you're very very much looking for that. Now, in your person's energy, they've got a Four of Wands. So either they are in a committed relationship already, or they are seeing you as something that could be a long-term committed relationship. You could even be in a relationship with them. Maybe you're separated at the moment with that hermit there, suggesting isolation. Um, it might just be that you haven't necessarily opened yourself up to your person, but you're in a committed relationship with them. Let's get some clarity of this Four of Wands. So that Four of Wands is normally talking about potential marriage. Um, so interestingly, the first card that come out was the Six of Wands, which very much it's not successful or somebody is not being seen for their worth. So maybe your person's in a committed relationship, but they're not being seen. We have a Nine of Cups here, but it feels like they're happy or they see you being happy. And there's a Three of Wands. So it very much feels like they're being really, really patient. They're very much patiently waiting for something to come along. Now, it could very well be that they see you as being a committed relationship, something that is stable, and they're willing to wait. But they're happy. That a Nine of Cups is suggesting to me that I mean, they could very much see you as their wish fulfillment. That Nine of Cups is emotional, very much emotional happiness. I keep saying emotions and happiness because it is. It's wish fulfillment, but it's happiness on your own. You know, well, yeah, it's not necessarily being on your own, but it's very much not relying on other people to make you happy. It is having that independent completion of happiness, you know? It's very much understanding that you make yourself happy. It's not someone else that makes you happy. Other people can enhance your happiness, but they don't make you happy. Where they've got that Nine of Cups, so they're in that kind of mind frame that they're already happy and they're seeing you as something that can then enhance that happiness. And they're willing to wait, which is lovely. Now, how you're seeing this as a relationship, there's a Three of Swords. So there's heartbreak here. So I don't know if you're together or whether something's happened that, yeah, there's heartbreak. Whether it's because you're not able to be together because the person's already in a relationship or whether something happened and you're separated. I mean, you could be married to them and you're separated. It could be you that's in this relationship with them. All right, what's this Three of Swords? What's that? Justice. Possibly some legal decision here. There's been some decision that's been made, and it's been made quite fairly too. Okay, King of Wands. Okay, so there may have been possibly some lying. Eight of Swords. Okay, so yeah, this Three of Swords is suggesting to me that there's definitely been some heartbreak here. Possibly some betrayal of some form. A decision was made, something that was very justly made as well. There was good reasons behind why it was made. We've got King of Wands in the reverse. Now, the King of Wands in the reverse can be somebody that can be a bit aggressive, but he has got no integrity. He is a liar. He is generally somebody that can be a bit of a cheat too. I'm saying he because it is a king. Now, obviously, gender is fluid, so flop it round if you need to. It is just personality traits and energies. So this could very well be female, or feminine, whatever. I'm just purely saying king, but you're hitting he because it's masculine on the card. But yeah, so very much when it is in reverse, it's very much suggesting that he's not got any integrity. You know, there's a lot of lies, there's a lot of control there. He's very much somebody who wants something He wants things doing his way and only his way, and he does nothing to deserve it, nothing to gain. So it's very much like wanting respect, but does nothing to earn that respect, you know? It's very much like he'd be very much the type of person that would say jump and would expect you to jump, but then tell you that you didn't jump high enough, kind of thing, even though there's no kind of direction on how you need to jump. It's the same as he's kind of he would expect you to know what he wants without telling you what he wants. You just expect you to know. You know, one of those kind of people that say he, like I say, it could be she, one of those type of people that very much kind of big baby. You know, somebody that is very they need things and they need people to sort everything out for them. They're probably very insecure too, and that's why they want things given to them all the time because they're trying to get constant external validation. Now, something's happened here, and I don't know who this three of or who this king of wands is, whether it's you, whether it's your person, whether it is somebody else. This person has caused some heartbreak. They have caused a big issue, and it has caused some sort of disagreement. Something has happened, some big decisions been made that was very justified because of this king of wands. Now, we also have an Eight of Swords, so it does suggest to me that this is not currently going anywhere, and there's a lot of overthinking going on. So, your person, there's a lot of stuff going on in both of your heads. You know, a lot of overthinking, and it's keeping you stuck. Now, in your challenge, we have a Knight of Pentacles, and it's in the reverse. So, your challenge is very much that you don't know how to move forward. You don't know what way to approach something. You don't necessarily know. I mean, it could be a person as well. There's a lack of direction here, and there's a lack of knowing where to go with this. There's a need and a want to go forward, but there's a lack of understanding where to go. Now, normally the Knight of Pentacles makes a plan and will, it's like, how do we get it? You make if you want to go somewhere, you bring up your Google Maps and you follow the route and everything else. Before we had Google Maps, people used to have road maps and they would plot that road, plot the route on the road maps. And it's very much like the Knight of Pentacles would have had his big map, he would have had plot, his route plotted. He'd have known exactly where he was going to stop at, to have that rest, to do stuff. He knows exactly where he needs to go if he needs to buy something to give at the end of it because he's got that beautiful big pentacle ready to give. That's a gift. So he's very much, he planned everything out meticulously and he goes and gets himself there, following that route all the way along. In the reverse, he doesn't know how to do it. He knows where he wants to go. He knows what he needs to get while he's on the way, but he doesn't know how to get there or where he's going to get it from. So he's got he needs to go and deliver this beautiful pentacle, possibly pick that pentacle up as well, but has absolutely no idea where he's got to go or how to get there. All right, what's this Knight of Pentacles? Can we get clarity? Okay. Okay. And I can understand why. There is a big lack of confidence. Now we have Queen of Wands came out the side. The Queen of Wands is somebody that is passionate and fiery and confident when she's in the upright. In the reverse, she's lacking confidence. She can be a little bit vain and vindictive too, which is really weird for saying she's lacking confidence. So it's come out to the side, which is suggesting to me that they don't know whether or not they can do it. There's definitely a lack of confidence, but it's very much of 1 minute they've got confidence and the next minute the confidence is gone. Now, what the confidence is that love is going to be reciprocated and given. We've got Queen of Cups here who is very much empathetic, very loving, very nurturing, very giving. And it feels to me like somebody doesn't know if there's going to be anything there. They don't know if the cup's going to be empty, whether it's going to be full, whether or not anything is going to be given. They potentially don't know how to give as well. And then we have the strength in the reverse. There is definitely, definitely a lack of courage here. There is some fear. There is very much self-defeated energy. So feel like it's all of this lack of knowing how to get somewhere. It's all because of somebody's lack of self-confidence. They very much they want to know what they want to do. They want to give. They want to love. They want to approach this person. They want to have something good with them. They don't know how to do it because they lack in the confidence to make that move forward. Now, whoever this is, whether it's you, whether it's your person, when it's been got through, and we have this Three of Wands in the reverse. Now, the Three of Wands is moving forward very hastily because they're fed up of waiting. Very much so. Now, it can be very much that they've decided that they're fed up of waiting and they've going in a different direction. It could just be that they're fed up of waiting and they're taking the move themselves. So let's get clarity on this Three of Wands. Interesting. Oh, very interesting. So one of the things I am going to point out is that there are a lot of threes out, and I've just had quite a few twos out. So we've got a three here, we've got a three here, we've got a three here, and we've got a three here. And I've just got two twos. If you're seeing reoccurring numbers, signs or synchronicities anywhere, it could be a sign that Spirit has got a message for you. Um, and it's worth looking up because you might find that it could be a bit of help in some time of need, maybe something to ease whatever you're going through. Now, we also have a few nines as well that I've just spotted and a few eights. So there's reoccurring numbers all over here. We've got nine. Where's the other nine? Nine, 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 eight, eight. Definitely, definitely reoccurring numbers everywhere. Okay, so moving forward, like I say, we have a high priestess. Now, this particular high priestess feels like they are trying to move forward even if they don't have all of the information. They're trying to find a way that is best for things to go. They're trying to find information out as they're going. The high priestess in the upright knows all the information, makes plans, deals with things. In the reverse, she's very much trying to find that out as she's going. So very much trying to find that information out to move forward. Now we have a Two of Swords here. This could be one of two things. So the Two of Swords is very much about making a choice, being at a crossroads. In the reverse, it's either that somebody's made a decision that is selfish. I say selfish. It's not really selfish, but it can be selfish. But it's a decision that they've made and they've not considered anybody else when they've made this decision. So it is a decision purely based on themselves, regardless of what the outcome will do to anyone else. So why I say it's selfish is it could be very devastating. Whatever this decision is could be devastating to someone. It could be harmful to people. It may not be. It obviously depends on what that decision is. Um, but it's something where, like in the upright, you might consider other people's feelings, you might consider family and friends, other people's opinions. If you've got children, they would be considered as well. How's it going to affect them? In the reverse, no, don't care, just how it's going to affect you. Very much like that. So, like I say, it can be a bit of a selfish decision, but it is a decision based on what you feel is best for you. The other interpretation that I'm seeing in from this card is it is a decision made in haste. Now, it could be both. It could be that something's been made to benefit yourself because you don't have enough information. So you're doing it based on what is going to benefit yourself and you're doing it in haste. Now, say it could be your person doing this. And I have an Empress here. So potentially it could be that somebody is moving towards an empress. This empress is somebody that could have, could be somebody that's got a child. Maybe you've got a child with them. Maybe it is a mother figure that you know, somebody else with a child. Um, and it could affect somebody, an empress. It could affect somebody that's got a child. Now, obviously, it doesn't have to be, and gender's fluid within tarot, so this could just as well be a masculine. The empress is somebody, say with a child, because it's normally the empress is somebody that gives birth to things. Could be new ideas, could be a rebirth of a relationship. It could be that whatever decision is made is going to affect a person who is very loving, very nurturing, very given. She's the Queen of Queens, somebody that, there's a lot of joy. Um, she's also very much she's a ruler, she demands respect and everything else. So it could very well be that somebody is going to be moving towards an empress, or a decision is going to be made that is going to affect an empress in some way. Now, let's get you some romance angels. I'm not seeing the outcome as being anything bad. I don't, I feel like it's more about somebody going towards an empress. Whether that's you, whether that is your person seeing you as an empress, I'm not sure. I feel like there's going to be a birth of something new here, or a rebirth of something. It could even be there's maybe a rebirth of a relationship, but in a new way, potentially. Right, so we've got calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Heart to heart conversations, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And I feel like that is something that probably needs to happen over here. It doesn't feel like you may be discussing your feelings very much, and that could be why you've got this judgment in the reverse. Now, I do feel like it might be you that doesn't know what way to go, and I do feel like it's you trying to find things out purely because you're the one with this judgment card. You seem to not know what you need to do, or what decisions to be making. And I feel like here you're finally making that decision. And then we've got forgiving and learning. So as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So that's really nice as well. And I feel like that's very much what this outcome is going to be about. Healing from your past and very much learning things so that you can heal and move on and love a lot more. Because this Empress is all about giving that love. And I feel like that's very much what you are wanting to do. It's just that you may not know how to, potentially. Right. I hope you enjoyed reading today, Leo. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me and you haven't subscribed already, if you press that subscription button and press that notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. Thank you to those of you that have subscribed already. It helps the channel grow and it helps to pass those messages on. So thank you for all of your support. Good luck and thank you for joining me.